Hey guys, this is Steve, the Actiri here, and today I've got a pet build that I looked at Marchesa and I just got giddy. I just got so excited about this card. Marchesa is a fun commander, doesn't get a whole lot of play these days, but she's a 4-drop, 1 blue, 1 black, 1 red, 3/3 dethrone. Other creatures you control have dethrone. Dethrone. Whenever this creature attacks, the player with the most health or tied for most life put a 1/1 counter on it. Whenever a creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it dies, return that card to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of the next end step. I like it. I like it a lot. I really do. Okay, so what we're going to do, the impetus for this deck, the very first thing that I thought of whenever I saw Marchesa was Act of Treason. I'm going to steal my opponent's creatures. Okay, so the goal is to steal commanders and to sacrifice them. Then steal them permanently with Marchesa. We're all in today on stealing the goods. We have 30 versions of Act of Treason. We've got Besmirch, Claim the Firstborn, Goat Nap, Harnessed by Force, which can get multiple creatures, Hijack, Carry Zev's Expertise, Limits of Solidarity, etc. Just a bunch of them. They're all a little bit varied on that same theme. And then we have 16 ways to repeatedly sack creatures. The first and most prominent one is Viscera Seer. For 1 mana, sack a creature, scry 1. Whoa! So we're going to steal their creature with Act of Treason. We're going to attack them with it, then sacrifice it with Viscera Seer to scry 1. So they're not going to get their creature back. We're going to get to scry, and if we happen to have Marchesa into play, Marchesa's going to bring that creature back to play if it had a 1/1 counter on it. Permanently. It just stays on our side until they kill it. So good. And then we've also got things like Nantuka Husk to help us sack stuff. We have... oh, where is it? Midnight Reaper to help us draw some cards, etc. So our card draw is going to be like Midnight Reaper, Erebos the Bleak-Hearted. We've got even a Skull Clamp, because why not? For 1 mana we're going to equip, like we pay 3 mana for Act of Treason, pay 1 mana for Skull Clamp. You swing for the win. If they kill it, who cares? You draw 2 cards off of it. If you sack it, who cares? You draw 2 cards off. It's perfect. Then we also have, let's see, Kel's Fight Fixer. Whenever you sack a creature, you may pay 1 hybrid blue-black. If you do, draw a card. Sure, sounds good. We'd like to keep our sack mechanics cheap, though. Most of them are free. Some of them aren't free. Like, for instance, Kel's, you can sack a creature and she'll gain Indestructible. Or another one is Nezumi Bone Reader is going to sack a creature, the target player discards a card, which are kind of like utility. But then we also have things for big swings, like, for instance, let's not just take 1 creature at a time. Let's use Mob Rule, wherever I can find it, and take all the biggest creatures on the battlefield. And any of our sack outlets with Marchesa, and somebody's gonna die, clown. Ooh, I'm so excited. Also, another big way that we can use this kind of idea is we've got things like Zealous Conscripts is going to gain control of a permanent, and if Zealous Conscripts goes to the graveyard with Marchesa, we're going to gain control of another one on our end step, and then we can sack. Well, since we're doing it on our end step with Marchesa, like Marchesa is going to bring back that creature on our end step. No, it's not on our end step, but it's going to gain control of another creature, right? Well, whenever we gain control of that new creature, we can sack it with one of our sack outlets and get to keep it with, well, actually, no, we wouldn't, because we don't have the 1/1 counter on it. Anyway, still really great. Molten Primordial is a big mana dump where we're going to gain a bunch of creatures, from 1 from each opponent. Let's see. Midnight Reapers are draw cards. Then we also have a way of getting through our damage. So if we're attacking the biggest dude, the highest life total, we're going to get unblockable creatures whenever we attack them. Super great. We also have a couple things that will reduce mana costs. Like, for instance, Goblin Electromancer reduces our Act of Treason by 1 cost, which is really powerful. Then we also have Nightscape Familiar, which will reduce the converted mana cost or the spell costs of our active treason as well. I believe we have one other one in here, Baral. We have also Baral, Chief of Compliance in here. If we have somebody who's really, really going wide and we can't control their creature base, we have Archfiend of Depravity to return them back to a natural state, a more controlled state. Yes, token player, get rid of all your tokens. Anyway, I'm super excited about this, guys. It's so much fun. This guy here, sack a swamp, target creature +1/1 until end turn. Not super important, but it is a sack outlet. Sack a creature, target creature gets +2/2. Great, sounds great. Blood Baron, another sack outlet. Bloodflow Connoisseur, putting 1/1 counters on Bloodflow Connoisseur, so she'll come back naturally with our Marchesa. Blood for Vampire, another way out. This one's cool. This one can sack creatures to counter spells if we happen to have mana. That's really freaking cool, and it can be done multiple times in a turn. So basically it gives you a cancel on a stick. So cool. Captivating Crew is a repeatable gain control of their creature thing. Carrion Feeders, another repeatable sack outlet. Coercive Recruiter is basically just a creature version of what's her name? Zealous Conscripts. Then Conquering Manicore is another one that gains control of creatures. Corpse Harvester is an interesting one. So you want to include some kind of swamp type in your deck list so that you can sack a creature, search your library for a zombie card and a swamp card, both. And if we look at our zombie cards, we have Zombie and Carrion Feeder. We also have, let's see, where are we at? Zombies. We have Zombie Wizard. We have the Carrion Feeder. We have, let's see, Zombie Knight to draw us cards. Zombie Insect for a sack outlet. A zombie to reduce our mana costs, etc. So we have some zombie targets, but also we have this guy here, Flesh Writher, which will transfigure, which will sack him in play and go get another card, convert mana cost 4, and put that creature into play. So let's see, where did I put that one again? Flesh Writher. Yep. And so we can get Falcon Wrath Aristocrat, put it into play. We can get Herald of the Secret Streams if we need to. No, Jury's cool because he's going to get 1/1 counters. We can get Kells. We can get, let me see. We can get quite a few creatures off of that that 4 convert mana cost. The Captivating Crew. It's a really fun, cool deck. And whenever I built this deck, it came in at $54. I mean, it's super, super budget. And it's so much fun to just beat the crap out of people with their own commanders because they're going to hate it. You're going to get a lot of targets from this deck because people hate losing their commander. It's like, no, this is mine. This is my commander. You don't get to play with it. Oh, I am going to. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys like this deck. This is a super quick deck tech. And love you. Oh, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Any kind of variations on the deck that you have ideas for, please let me know. I don't get everything whenever I build these decks, but it is sure nice to hear from you guys. Love you guys. Bye.